You know that feeling when you leave a party, a big meeting, or even just a busy social gathering, and the moment you're alone, you feel an immediate, overwhelming wave of exhaustion wash over you? Not just tired, but drained to your very core, as if you've just run a marathon with your brain? If you often find yourself mentally rehearsing conversations before they happen, if you have a public persona you consciously switch on for social situations, or if the idea of networking makes you want to curl up in a ball under your desk, this video is going to explain exactly why your brain works this way. Let's talk about the psychology of introverts who perform an extrovert script in public and the profound exhaustion that follows. Let's start with what's happening in your brain during and after this performance. When you're engaging in this extrovert script, your brain is working overtime. You're consciously monitoring social cues, adjusting your tone, making eye contact, and generating responses that might not come naturally. This heightened state of vigilance, often driven by a subconscious need to fit in or avoid negative judgment, spikes your cortisol levels, your stress hormone. And here's the kicker. Maintaining this energy output depletes your natural dopamine and serotonin reserves faster than an actual extrovert, who might naturally derive energy from these interactions. You're literally borrowing from tomorrow's energy budget. But introverts take this to another level. Studies suggest that people who identify as introverts often have a lower baseline tolerance for external stimulation. Your brain isn't just processing more information, it's also overprocessing it. This leads to what psychologists call cognitive load. Imagine running a complex software program in the background of your mind, constantly analyzing, translating, and adapting. Here's something interesting. This extrovert script often stems from a deep-seated need for belonging and acceptance. You might subconsciously believe that your authentic, quieter self won't be as well received or will be perceived as aloof. So, you develop a protective layer, a persona designed to navigate social waters more smoothly. It's not insincerity. It's a strategy for survival in an often extrovert-centric world. Think about it. You might consciously force yourself to make small talk, inject enthusiasm into your voice, or even laugh a little louder to seem more engaged. You're anticipating others' needs, mirroring their energy, and essentially acting out a role. The cost? A profound authenticity gap. The wider this gap between who you are and who you're pretending to be, the greater the energy drain. But here's where it gets really interesting. The exhaustion isn't just social fatigue. It's a deep physiological response to psychological labor. Your brain expends immense resources to bridge that authenticity gap. This isn't laziness or a lack of social skills. It's your nervous system signaling that you've overextended your capacity for external stimulation and self-monitoring. Your brain isn't just tired of talking, it's tired of performing. This means that for introverts, recharging isn't a luxury, it's a biological necessity. It's about giving your brain the quiet, low-stimulation environment it needs to recalibrate, to process the day's input, and to return to its natural, lower arousal state. You're not being antisocial when you crave solitude. You're being neurochemically responsible. And here's the beautiful truth. This inherent wiring for deeper processing and lower stimulation often makes you incredibly observant, empathetic, and thoughtful. Your aversion to superficiality means you crave genuine connection, not just surface-level interaction. The exhaustion you feel isn't a weakness. It's a testament to the depth of your internal world and the cognitive effort you put into navigating external ones. So if performing an extrovert script leaves you utterly depleted, you're not flawed, you're not socially awkward, and you're certainly not alone. You're someone whose brain values depth over breadth, authenticity over performance, and quiet reflection over constant stimulation. Your need for solitude isn't a defect. It's your brain's natural way of protecting its precious resources and nurturing your rich inner landscape. And honestly, that's powerful. If this explained your post-social exhaustion, let me know in the comments. And if you want more deep dives into the psychology behind everyday behaviors, subscribe because we're just getting started.